Right, you ready?
Yeah.
What's happened to your camera? That's not good.
It's just, a bit grainy.
You weren't filling the hole. Don't
Oh,
ask. Don't.
Not gonna ask.
The people with the thing, they're getting.
Don't ask, don't tell.
They're getting the good content. Well,
the Patreon is blessed.
Is it?
Theoretically blessed.
Anyway, that'll do.
Anyway, all right.
That'll do for a live broadcast. Right.
Yeah.
3,
2, 1.
So, back in 2010, Jeffrey, when you
2010,
when you released Windows Skin, did you realize that in 14 years' time there'd be a whole community that would be holding space with it?
Wait, did your joke trail off?
No.
Was there a
no
question
joke. I'm being
there?
deadly serious.
And you're asking
it's okay
a question.
It's okay to cry. It's okay to be emotional about it.
Yeah, no, I'm
just trying to. I just want you to know that.
What are you trying to do? Do you know what you're trying to do?
No, I don't. I had an idea. I went with it.
The Heartbeat generation did write Windows Skin in 2010, and yeah, we did. You know what? It sounds funny because, to be fair to you as an interviewer right now, it's one of the most cliche interview questions in the book, isn't it? Did you really think blah 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 that in blah blah blah? You know, it's a classic, just sort of, hey, you're doing great right now, back when you weren't doing so great kind of question, right? And I would say that actually no, in 2010 I knew that in 2024 people would be holding space for Windows Skin.
Yeah. Is it the what sort of lyric specifically? Is it the?
Oh, great! I'm so glad you asked.
Is it
because...
the Because for me, it's the da 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 da. That's the bit that really.
And when, of course, as a true super fan, you'd remember that when we played it live, I would really lean heavily on the ta-da to finish.
100%.
Magic trick adjacent. You would remember that. But to be fair, I will shout out a new listener to the pod. The drummer in that band, Tazi Wasuda Edwards, who to this day is a big fan of the it's always been time to begin, it always will be time to begin lyric. So with all the da-das there,
but the thing is,
Windows
Hope
Skin
does
still got
really
some
know
pop.
is what do you not think? Hope knows.
I do think
Hope knows where it begins. Looking through my Windows Skin.
Listen, Christopher, you know what I'm going to say to you with your cold open ideas? You now, my friend, have given me the first opportunity with this cold open
to plug your band,
to get the Heartbeat generation into the show notes, baby. What a Christmas gift to me
and to the listener.
Oh, let's start the show.
Let's start it.
You did it. You're here. Are you in a band? You should be. I feel like if there's one thing our podcast tries to say, it's like, are you in a band yet? Are you putting out music? Are you trying to do stuff? Have you got a podcast going? After your run, do you have a shower? These are all the important things that we try to talk about here on the podcast. And Christopher, with your beautiful shout out of my band to open the show, I now want to shout out one of your projects.
Which one?
Okay, to be fair, it's our project. It's this one. And the fact that it is the annual Christmas special. And here we are again. And I didn't realize...
jumper, by the way, to all the
Thank you so much.
live viewers. Just out
it's going to be a blue Christmas. But will it feature on the top 5? We'll see. We'll see.
Think about Elvis.
Bro, there's so many songs. This is going to be a very manic hour. Christopher and I haven't had a nice extended convo for a good few days now. So we're probably going to troll each other a bit, jab each other, get on each other's tits a bit. But at the end, will emerge a top 5 Christmas list that has the cultural content consumption appraisal hour, seal of approval, the stamp.
Yeah.
And we can put it out to the world in the form of a graphic, much like we did for the movies. We didn't do it for the movies, sorry. But
did we say we were going to do it in the movies in the pod and then we didn't do it?
Yeah, we ended we were so gassed with our list. Like, we really came together as a people, because that's right, listener. I have finally, as of this day, don't worry about the day.
Got me back on the Google Doc.
I got Christopher back on the Google Doc, and I listened to my first ever episode of the Cultural Content Consumption
genuinely
Appraisal
the
Hour.
first time?
Yep.
How did you find it? Wow. Sound was like on the money though, right? You sounded great. I sounded great.
Sound is on point, bro. Sound is so good. I don't know. It's a very interesting thing. Because you do this now in a way that you must detach, whereas I was like, "Wow, we sound like that," or mainly, "Wow, I sound like that," and then every now and again, like, "Oh, I was funny, yay!" And then like, I don't know what to do with that. That's a weird thing to listen to yourself on a podcast, and for a
And you
minute be
must
like,
have
"Oh,
listened
I
to
was funny."
yourself a lot. 'cause-
And then at some point, you said you hadn't seen something because there was a lot of the theme of that episode was all the Christmas movies we haven't seen.
Yeah.
And then I think whether it was Love Actually or The Holiday, there was a lot of sins you committed in that episode in terms of Christmas movies you haven't
I've since
seen.
watched The Holiday.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Did you
mean,
not pitch it? Did we not talk about it?
no.
Did
Are
we
you
not talk
aware
about
of?
the hilarity of, I don't know, Cameron Diaz like walking out of some random London station and then suddenly being in the countryside? Like everything that's
The degree to which you're derailing the episode, the story,
and
my
we only have
thoughts.
limited time.
We do. Let me try and get back on track. That's amazing. I really thought I was dead set on roasting you today for like you had a lot of optimistic energy about how this time next year I'll have seen loads more, and I was going to roast you for how untrue that is. So that's a revelation to me.
Yeah.
We'll circle back to The Holiday, but I just wanted to say, even at one point you said you hadn't seen a film, and then in my head, listening to our podcast, I was like, oh, I want like. If this were me, it is me. I would ask him how old he is now, and literally a millisecond later, I go, "How old are you?" And you go, "Too old." And I was like, "Oh God!" Like I'm literally listening to this, having thoughts of what to say next, and then I say it, which is crazy. And then it's weirder when I don't say a thing, and I say something like, "Oh, I'm a bit surprised. Why would you say that, you weird guy, Christopher?" It's a very surreal experience to me. It's very out of body.
Do we need to pause this and like have a chat?
I'm only gonna listen to the Christmas special every year. And it will be the subsequent year.
No, don't set a tradition because then you'll stick by your tradition.
Well,
why not go back and just listen to specials? How about that?
To speak of maybe to speak of not sticking to traditions, we're already doing that now because we set a potential idea for doing an every year updated Christmas film special. But then you had the wonderful idea of doing songs this year.
An update. We can. Next week, we'll be discussing 2 more Christmas movies, and we can discuss whether they will
can just look at
shoehorn their way into the top 5. We all know Hot Frosty's going to be second. Like that's going to.
I can't believe
that's going to
tied it together.
That's going to bump like Jingle All the Way, Elf, Muppet Christmas Carol, and Nightmare Before Christmas. And Nightmare Before Christmas might just fall off the list now to make way for Hot Frosty. This is what could happen. This
is a nice score draw prediction,
kids.
Mate. You just talked me off my OCD cliff there, and our tease for the next episode. This is fantastic stuff
coming out on a Boxing Day near you.
And I feel like the Boxing Day for the thinking man's or thinking woman's podcast listener, the gentleman or lady that listens to a nice fine podcast in the Christmas season. Boxing Day is that secret last little room of Christmas spirit. You're allowed it.
Yeah.
Right. Afterwards, it's like get a life. I actually said
they're going to spend all of Christmas Day with their families. They're all going to regret it. And on Boxing Day, they're going to like, you know what? We need to go for a walk on Boxing Day. You know what?
Need to have some me time.
Pick up your boys. Take us for a walk with you.
Pick us up.
And we'll give you a good idea.
We'll
give you a good idea of a Christmas movie to watch or not watch when you get back home. That's what we're saying.
100%. We'll give you some banter. Oh, where are we going? We go into the park? We go into the farm? Like wherever you want to go. You go
Snowman is going to become human and be ripped as fuck. That's what's going to happen.
Listen, if you've got the cultural content consumption appraisal hour on your phone or device of choice, if you need some me time during the Christmas season, let's make it some we time because we're going to be right there with you. And
if we were prepared, we'd have a Christmas jumper that says that. But
mate,
next year.
Oh, mate, Christmas CCCAH merch. What are we talking about? It's so staring us right in the face.
We're talking about the dream of me and you having enough fans to be able to pull that off. Should we get to the show? We don't need to do the 30-second game. If you're tuning in on a special.
Oh, yeah, we didn't.
Just bail.
Wait. No, we did last year. I just listened today. We did.
What did we do?
Yeah. Well, that was back in the bygone era of just really classic 30-second games. It didn't really deviate. It didn't really get too character-based.
Were we not doing the character-based 60 seconds a year ago?
I mean, we were starting to. We were starting to out of boredom, but we hadn't formally announced.
Right.
Oh, God.
Should we try record a podcast, Jeffrey?
30 seconds. I'm just gonna 30 second it myself, mate. Should we both just 30-second game it and talk over each other?
Why don't we try and do it together?
Let's try and do it together. Wait,
sorry, I've got some voice notes that I haven't played from you.
Great. I'm happy to have them on the podcast.
Shall we? Should we see what Jeff's saying?
Yeah.
So
sure.
So
will it get picked up?
While Jeff said he couldn't do a pod till 6:30 today, he proceeded to spend the previous hour messaging me relentlessly, which left me confused.
Have different definitions of relentless, but fine.
Okay. So one of the voice notes I haven't listened to is,
I would say sporadically. Let's chill with the relentlessly.
Did it just say Christopher?
Well, this is the last two.
Yeah.
I mean, check your timestamps. The last two were when we were trying to get the mics right.
Oh, okay, cool. This is going to be fun. All right, let's play that again.
Okay.
Christopher. So I realized it's saying allow the director to change your audio mic source. The director. All right, fucking calm down, love. I realized when I refreshed that I was still on a tutoring tab. Okay. No. I'm telling you something. I was on a tutoring tab. So when I refreshed, I closed it. So I don't know how many things you've changed since the start of this, but I'm trying to say maybe just go back and undo changes because I was on my tutoring tab still.
Cool. So we survived without me having to listen to that and fix that. So that's good to know. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Sometimes tech goes wrong and I have ideas.
And that was our 30-second game. Cool.
Mate. Sometimes when I have to leave the vicinity of just try refreshing or try turning a device off and on, it gets sticky out here. Listen, okay, it's for there's twofold purposes to the 30-second game.
Go on.
The OG loves the tradition of us scrambling to remember who last did it. Cool. And then the newbie actually gets a 30-second game. So what we do is we see that last week we did our Hope of the States special.
Right. And I pitched to you that we were doing our 18-year comeback pod special.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one. That was all right. So you need to pitch to me. Make it quick because we've only got 45 minutes left and we have not started listing songs yet. So
okay. I'm gonna give you the prompt. Okay, I'm gonna get right into character. 30 seconds, and then we're just gonna bang out a top 5 Christmas songs ever list for you, dear listener.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, rubber stamped.
All that jazz. Maybe we just make merch of the top 5 list. That's how we're gonna do it.
Ccccah top 5.
Right, Ccccah top 5s 2023 movie. Oh, mate, there's something
5
here.
letters, list of 5s. It's all happening.
It is. So it's the year. It's the year 2020. And somehow, I don't know how, but in some sort of weird Christmas miracle, you're now looking after like a homeless boy.
What was the year? Sorry?
2049. Okay. So you're getting on a bit. You're still out here running marathons, but God bless you. But I was left. That's right, me. I'm a little homeless boy left on your doorstep, and you're looking after me. It's Christmas, and
sorry,
what was that?
Christmas.
Oh, you're
so I'm ready for the list.
He's ready, and it's Christmas, okay? And you give this little boy you're looking after. I don't know if you're gonna adopt him, if it's just ruffling his hair for a minute, then you're gonna send him back to the orphanage. I don't know what you're doing with me, but I get a Christmas. Yeah, I'm the boy, okay. And I get a little Christmas present, and I open it, and I say, "Papa," and you say, "Shut the fuck up." No, I say, "What? But why would you give me this weird looking CD for Christmas? It says the best of the Ccccah. I don't know what that is. What does that mean? What is that? Why is this my Christmas present?" You got 30 seconds to explain yourself, starting now.
Well, little homeless boy, what you need to understand is that Christmas, while yes, it's about family, it's also about the family that you create yourself and the people you bring around you when you're growing up. And when I was much, much younger, I had a best friend that I spent my life sharing my favorite things with.
Did I die?
Probably. And And that would be my favorite music, my favorite movies, my favorite books, my favorite everything. And I've run out of time to tell you, but as he used to do, I will continue. And what this CD is it's telling you that friendship is not just about the best things you share, but it's also about the things that they don't want you to share with them, but you force down their throat anyway. And you convince them that they need to review that thing and tell you what they think about it in numbers. And you're going to guess those numbers. And hopefully one of you will win. And that's pretty much it. So,
but that sounds far too convoluted to be a successful podcast.
And we found out it would be. But
okay, that's great.
If you want 20 consistent listeners for years on end, it will work. It will work.
Shout.
And
that's great.
Yeah.
But did you also get me a talk boy, or what were we saying?
Boy. Home Alone 2 was last year, Jeffrey. You need to move on.
It was. But you know what? As we segue into the top 5 Christmas songs ever, because he did such a fantastic job of that 30-second game, Christopher, I do have to say one last tradition. Because now I'm aware as a listener of what we do on our Christmas specials. We very quickly and briefly check in with Christopher. How did you get on with the Valencia Marathon?
I was a little bit quicker than last year, but I don't want to talk about it any more than that.
Hey, do you know what? Compared to what I just listened to, if that's all you're going to say about it, fucking fair
what
play,
did I say
mate.
last year?
Just like feeling a bit rough, and you did some touristy things, and you're feeling like you want to perch a lot. But the fact that you're saying you're faster than last year, that's awesome. So
by like a minute.
Say...
I fell off a cliff hard halfway around, but you know what? You dust yourself off and then you realize you've got 19 weeks till London. So guys, get ready for that update.
Oh, mate. Oh, yeah, you got is it 19 weeks?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Are you back on a plan already?
Yeah.
Christmas. Okay, so I don't know where to fucking start. It was a real joy listening to us last year, but it was a bit of a clusterfuck. Have you got an idea?
I think first things first. The first 2 songs on this list should be one that I definitely want on the top 5.
Oh yeah, same as we did last year.
You get to throw one that you definitely want on the top 5. Then we'll browse the websites, see if there's anything we forget, any honorable mentions. I think if I remember rightly, the movie caveat was that we both had to have watched it. So I think very similarly, that we should ensure that we've both heard these songs, which is probably highly likely.
This is a lot more. I don't think we're going to be doing quite as much faffing around with the haven't listened, haven't heard of this year. But yeah, last year we did our first 2. Hot out of the gate, we did Jingle All the Way and Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2 was mine, Jingle All the Way was yours. So this year, Christopher, do you have your guaranteed? Yeah, because
I think you're not going to let this on the list. But
really?
Yeah, I do. Because I think it's a bit left field. I don't think you're going to expect it of me. Everyone else is, because I've spent the last week telling people about this in preparation.
Yeah, you've been riling yourself up. Yeah. That's
but
fantastic.
The song is Christmas Time. Brackets, Don't Let the Bells End. Close brackets, By the Darkness.
By the Darkness.
Yes.
Wow, that's a shout, bro.
Are you doing the typing, by the way?
Yeah, I'm doing the typing. So can you say the title again?
Just The Darkness, Christmas Time.
Christmas Time, bells are ringing.
The bells end. Don't let the bells end.
Don't Let the Bells End by the Darkness. Wow. Yeah. Do you know what?
What? Have you heard that song?
No.
You will.
That's my first. Yeah. Maybe I have. Can we do a 10-second little sample off your phone? That might jog the memory. I feel like that's allowed.
I know that. It goes.
I might. So I'm sitting around a dinner. Oh yeah, that sounds right.
No.
Oh okay. No, I have. Yeah. I have. I've heard that song. Yeah. Okay. This is.
And it's just all darknessy, you know. Taylor Hawkins.
Okay. Would you say that's also the core? Like, what's the chorus?
Basically that bit. Yeah.
What, the boom boom boodle boom?
Yeah.
Okay.
The darkness. This is good pod stuff.
No, I think on a audio episode where we're discussing songs, I think a 10-second little clip.
I did think
will
about
also jog the
so
memory of the listener. Yeah. But like, just do it. It's, even if it's just like a faint. Okay. There we go. Oh, I know this. Yeah.
Exactly.
Now just but skip forward. I want to hear some vocals.
The banger.
Wow.
They get the word
Wow, okay.
bellend into a Christmas song. I'm just saying.
I didn't even realize.
That's my. I need that in the top 5. I don't know why.
There's innuendo.
I just like it.
There's wordplay. I love that you love it.
Yeah.
There's innuendo and wordplay.
Now,
As
if you
I
come
said
back
a
at me with
lot.
Coldplay, we're gonna have.
I was gonna say. I literally was gonna say. If you're gonna say darkness, how dare? But to be fair,
I don't mind the Coldplay one. Don't tell anyone I said that. Genuinely, I think it's because I really hate the first half, but then it gets all like churchy and like sort of not churchy, but like all kind of like anthemic,
gospel-y.
Yeah, gospel-y, and like it kind of wins me round towards the end.
I'm alright with you calling gospel-y churchy, by the way.
Christmas lights.
Wow,
there's a lot to get through here.
There's a lot.
Are we gonna have to make it a top 10?
No.
5.
Can we? That's 5.
Tradition.
Traditions. I will say that I didn't love it straight away. There's a bit of talking you're getting me. Yeah, everything that's happened in the last 5 minutes and everything we've referenced, everything.
Gone.
None
I'm
of
stressing
it is
you out, aren't I?
Right now. I'm this guy. I'm having a blue Christmas, Christopher.
Right,
but we can still come. It's all right. We can come back around because we heard each other out a lot last year. One theme of last year is we would have I don't know, but we would hear each other out. And the thing about this top 5 shout that we talked about specifically is these movies that ride the line of whether they're Christmas movies or not. We had a lot of Die Hard debate, and then you did a lot of finding on your lists, whether it was a Harry Potter or an In Bruges, weirdly, like, how are these in there? And we were making the point, I think we came to some sort of consensus about if your personal appreciation for Christmas merges with this kind of Christmassy thing, but not really, that can make it for you a Christmas thing, right? So along those same lines, I'm won over just by the fact that it's it's very hard for me to bat it away. I would if I hated it. I definitely don't hate it.
Okay.
It's crazy to me. It's the first shout of a top 5. It is a bit, but I think similar to Christmas movies, there is a thing here where we're too close to recent times to know which ones are going to stand the test of time. So I often think of that Coldplay one as an example of like, who the fuck is going to give a fuck about this one in 20, 30 years? And then other times I'll hear it and be like, maybe they will. Maybe this will be the one. And the darkness of those recent ones actually is, I will give you this, as a song, it is a banger. It bangs. The darkness sometimes bang. I hear that song and I'm just waiting for him to be doing all this darkness stuff. He gets it all in. Somehow it is Christmassy. What's the Christmas sprinkle or sparkle? Glockenspiel? What's going on?
It's sleigh bells.
Sleigh bells.
Classic sleigh bells.
So you just put sleigh bells on, I Believe in a Thing Called Love, and bam, we're here.
Pretty much. That's what Ariana Grande did to some of her songs.
Yeah, what was hers? 7.
She does have. Baby.
So we can skip right into the timeout list.
What's your must be on
coming hot out the gate? I'll come right there. But for now, I'm sort of unless the top 5 gets out of hand right now. I now have an affection for it, luckily for you, because it's Christmas. Okay, and I love my friends. You're so fucking lucky, you motherfucker. I now have an affection towards it, just knowing how much you like it. The Darkness are a weird band who weren't my favorite back in the day, but kind of Justin Hawkins sticking to his guns and having his YouTube channel and clearly just having his own lane that he likes.
Yeah,
it kind of wins me over. Now, fucking on this timeout list, we did a lot of atting of lists last year. I don't think we'll do it as much this year because we've got a lot of our own material and shouts. But on this 50 greatest Christmas songs, you come out with the number 1, which is Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues and
that can
Kirsty
get the
McCall.
Fuck off our list, by the way.
Okay, that's a very well. We're going to go into that. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey is number 2, but I just bring it up to say that number 3 is Santa Tell Me by Ariana Grande, and I don't think I know that song, and that's crazy that recent a song, 2014. It's not. I guess it's still 10.
I was going to say.
Whew, has Ariana Grande been going for 10 years? She just got here. Did she not just meet Pete Davidson and break up and star in Wicked? Did that all not just happen in the last year or 2?
She probably looked completely different about 15 years ago, but we don't talk about it.
As long as she's holding space for the lyrics.
As long as she understands what's happening in that scene.
This week, go on. I'm having a wonderful Christmas time, Christopher. I'm here with you. We're doing our pod. When we don't do our pod for too long, I miss it. It's a good podcast. I really can say that with confidence now because I listened to the Christmas special from 2023. It's good fucking shit. Yeah. I'm having a wonderful Christmas time. Another gift I've given myself is the gift of finally, after 36 years on this earth,
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing a live Beatle this week in concert. So I'm very ecstatic about that. And so as a parallel gift to the top 5, Happy Christmas, War is Over, John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Because Paul, even though you're having a wonderful Christmas time, you know that back in the day, your boy wrote a banger, and those choruses survive. Oh, it's not coming to you straight away. Do I have to do the same? Dude, it's like
I know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm already swaying.
Want it, war is over
Christmas.
now. Yeah. So I think exactly. He's doing the swaying. He's got the Stevie Wonder swaying going. I think Happy Christmas. Okay.
We might
allowing it for now.
We might have to squeeze it out. Yeah. To be honest, Darkness isn't safe yet.
Nothing's safe.
Nothing's safe.
I love it. I love that nothing's safe. Now we can start doing what we did last year, which was actually a much more entertaining listen than we would have worried, which is just looking through lists and cherry picking and shouting at each other. So it was kind of fun.
Another one for me that is what I would call like the most relentless Christmas
word of the day for you. Yeah.
Well, don't tell Monster. I'll lose my sponsorship.
Wait. Can I guess?
Go on.
The Killing.
No, you didn't hear what I was going to say.
The Killing. I thought you were going to say,
Go on.
I wish it would be Christmas every day, Wizard. That to me is a very relentless.
No. I feel like our list isn't going to be like classic. Is kind of the feeling I'm getting, but
it isn't going to be classic.
Yeah. As in, like, it's not going to be like traditional classic. What people think are going to be the
so if that's what it's not going to be, what is it going to be?
It's going to be this.
That's Home Alone 2, right?
No, it's Kelly Clarkson.
Wow, this is crazy. Okay,
because
hold on. What's going on?
A million miles an hour, 3-minute Christmas song. It just hits you hard. It doesn't stop.
Okay, I have to strap in. What's happening here? I got the Darkness, got Kelly Clarkson. This is wild to me.
So the song is Underneath the Tree, by the way. Do you recognize the song? You don't, do you?
Kind of, no. I thought all the sleigh bells got me in Home Alone 2 land. Okay, so we can say how hot out the gate. I used up most of the heart, energy, and love I had to yes, the Darkness. So very, very quickly, Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
You're out of here.
Fuck
bitch, why are you here? You just got here. My guy just had a go at I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day as too classic and said the Fairy Tale of New York can't be on the list. Explain yourself, defend yourself. You're literally in court being prosecuted for war crimes. What are you talking about? Speak to Fairy Tale of New York. Why'd you hate it? I had no idea you hated it.
I don't hate it. I'm just sick of it. Like, it's just
good. Let's talk about it. Just sick of it. So
it does nothing for me. It doesn't breed Christmas. It breeds a sigh when I hear it come on the radio. It's just.
Do you find it depressing? Do you find it a bummer?
No, I don't find it depressing. It's like
overplayed.
Yeah.
And you know what? If that's your complaint, I'll give you this: Kelly Clarkson underplayed. Never heard it.
Well, you're clearly not listening to the radio enough because I heard it twice on Sunday.
Really? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
And both times I was like, banger.
Wow. You're opening this new door to me. I had no idea that there was even this door of like, the Christmas songs that have existed for the last 15 to 20 years. I was like, we're definitely going to be going to the Wizards and the Slades. Are you telling me that Slade's Merry Christmas Everybody is nowhere near your list? Is that actually what I'm dealing with?
Which one's that?
I mean, that's to be fair. Yeah, exactly. Let's me get my phone out.
They all blend into them. Like, I probably know the songs.
It's Christmas! That guy.
Oh, that guy. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Let him sing.
Nah, I'm done.
Okay, the listener gets it. We found our theme nice and early.
Yeah.
I like the past.
Chris likes the future. I mean, I would like
the future. Chris likes the slightly more recent past. Are you going to tell me you're a Merry Christmas Ed Sheeran and Elton John guy?
No, that song can fuck the fuck off. Like, I hate it so much.
Really?
Yeah. It might have something to do with the Ed Sheeran of it all. But
yeah, you definitely. I feel like
it came
once
on.
upon a
It came on a Sunday. I did a lot of driving on Sunday, so I'm very tired.
Sunday was a big driving day. It sounds like,
And it
you were
just
getting in
came
the
on,
spirit.
and I turned the volume down and preferred to listen to the sound of the tires on the motorway than whatever the hell Ed was telling me about Christmas. Like
Clipping that out. That's fucking rude. You're rude. I will say that there have been times in the history of this podcast where under the white lights, the red recording light, the pressure of needing a take, you've sometimes told me like, I don't even have a take. I'm just out here. Just a guy. Right?
Just
These Christmas
guy
songs.
looking at another
You are-
guy trying to agree a Christmas list.
No, now you're just a hot take fucking demon. You're like a whirling dervish, mate. You won't chill the fuck out. Every song that's being mentioned has no space. You are not holding space with any of them. You're just guns blazing, shooting everything down. You think this is fucking whack-a-mole, mate, for Christmas songs. Just chill out. Have a think.
I have a classic one that I like.
Thank you. Bring me in a bit. This is the tactic.
What's
now
the
we can
one
start talking.
where they scream Christmas, Christmas. See, now I know where are you on the Bublé album, by the way? So Bublé's been out here, like covering the classic Christmas songs. So
yeah, happy with that.
Would you take a Bublé version over an OG version? Like where are you at? Do you like the crooner?
I do like the Bublé is allowed at Christmas. That is my Bublé philosophy.
What's your window like? 2nd of December to the 3rd of Jan? Like, is this?
I think 4th of December to the 26th of December.
Oh, after Boxing Day, CD goes in the shelf or goes back in the drawer.
The CD goes back in
and
the...
you know what? I know you well enough to know that it's actually a CD.
Yeah, listen. What is that Christmas one? You
know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
I do. Is it this one? What's this one? Someone recommended this one, and I thought, what a shout.
Who's recommending stuff?
Yeah. Have you heard of this? Christmas Rapping by The Waitress?
No.
Is?
One thing we need to sort out here, Christmas songs with your intros. Just get to the song. You know what I mean?
You're trying to do a fucking podcast. God damn. Okay, no, if you're asking me, I would say if we both came at this from a more similar, you look up the Christmas, which is going to be hard because all the Christmas songs have that lyric. I literally really want to know what you're typing right now.
I'm scrolling through a list going, is any of them this song?
Christmas, but he sings it for a long time.
I think it's Christmas, Baby Please Come Home. So Mariah Carey has it on her Christmas album, as well as...
Yeah, but the OG might be the one, though. I might like the OG here. Christmas, Baby, Please Come Home.
Are you going to find it? Or am I finding it? Baby, please come home.
It's
Who's the OG?
Episode. Who's the OG? Is it Darlene Love?
Might be. I think it is. Did you get there before me?
No, I literally just said it. I thought that's a Simpsons character. I'm kidding.
Fuck off. No.
Baby, please. I'll type it. I thought you were typing stuff. Yeah, it's Darlene Love. Okay, my bad. That's actually the person. Okay. Yeah, listen, Christopher, a lot's going on right now. I would say... Nice. This is a banger.
Christmas songs with their intros, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
I like a chuggy. Set in the mood. Good chuggy one. Are you ready?
Nah, this is on the top 5. But this is getting there. You Christmas.
Going in?
I think so. Can you do me a favor while you stop playing it? I mean, I really want you to Google what movies that has been in.
Is this for the podcast listeners? Is this homework? What is it?
Do me this one Google solid.
What am I typing? Christmas, baby.
Christmas, baby, please come home.
Come home.
Movies. Yeah. Is it in Home Alone? I feel like every Christmas movie I'm liking now. I'm like,
Gremlins.
Home Alone.
By the way, how did Gremlins not get into our top 5? By the way, just that's next year's conversation.
That was on, yeah. But we just alternate every year.
Yeah, it was in Bad Summers. It was in Goodfellas.
Nice.
Nah.
Okay, great. Yeah. That makes sense because that would have illustrated the Christmas time.
It was in American Horror Story, Unholy Night, episode 2012.
Wow. Okay, listen. Now we're just chatting. I would say
what is a podcast if not us chatting?
Just time spent turning down the volume and listening to the tires. That's what it would be. I would say, Christopher, because if we were coming, listen, it's that kind of year. It's that time of year. If we both came at it from a slightly more, this is almost like the dating show, where suddenly you're chatting to this guy, you're like, oh, and then they reveal who it actually is. You're like, who's this fucking gnarly looking motherfucker? I was not expecting you to look like this.
Cutie almost also covered that Christmas song.
No, but they cover Bear songs, so it doesn't surprise me. Kelly Clarkson and The Darkness being your hot out the gate shouts has surprised me. So what I would say is, if we were a bit more aligned out the gate, I would definitely be open to a Bublé shout. Because we're not, I might need the Darlene Loves, the Bing Crosbys.
That's fine.
I might need one or two shouts.
I'm
just
okay
saying.
with that.
Are you actually, so with the recent ones you like, you're not a hater of the old ones?
No, I just, trying to be hip and cool and be like,
are you trying to be hip and cool? Actually, the thing is, and I know you because weirdly and admirably, you're not trying to be hip and cool. You know, you don't have it in you. You're very just yourself, whether you know you are or not. Okay, and I think you're just genuinely enjoying Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
And The Darkness.
Yeah.
And
Darlene
you find them fun. Darlene Love. But similar to last year, we did make this terrific point about part of the art of the Good Christmas movie. We really almost, it was quite interesting because I was like, oh, I need year ago me to push him on this point, and I didn't. And so we can maybe discuss that in 2025. It's a Wonderful Life, you said, can't make the list because it's already on too many just greatest movies of all times list.
Fair.
And you have a point. Yeah, fair. He says to his own point.
I'll tell you what, 2023 Chris seemed to have it all together back then. To come up,
for the
YouTube
come up
with that.
watchers to see Chris's genuine reaction to like, what a good point. That's brilliant. But there is something to, and then we continued to develop a thesis. You always got to be developing a thesis, right? Part of the art of the Christmas movie is you can't be too good.
Yeah.
So similarly, I feel like part of the art of the Christmas song is you can't be too good as just a song.
Yeah, but you also can't be Elton John and Ed Sheeran.
Don't worry, that wasn't all a spiel to try and get him back in there.
Which is
I will
why
say,
this is very odd for me. Coldplay songs are right.
This is odd for you. I would go as far as to say this is just a fun connection, maybe just for me. I would say that the Ccccah Christmas song lists version of the It's a Wonderful Life controversy is Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues.
Fair.
Right? It's just, it's a good song.
I agree with myself from a year ago and also from a few moments ago where I didn't want that song on the list.
There's a lot of agreement going on. I appreciate it. Now, in the timeout list, number 4, right after Ariana Grande, is Darlene Love with Christmas Baby Please Come Home. So it looks like we're not alone. The album cover it comes from is A Christmas Gift for You, and it's from Phil Spector, and it's got lots of artists on it. So Darlene Love just maybe had the one track. And so it's crazy that it's number 4 and it was released in 1963. But here's the really crazy thing, Christopher.
What's crazy
Track
about
number
it,
5 on this list is Players Ball by Outkast. I literally didn't know that was a Christmas song.
I didn't know. I don't know that song.
And then it gets worse because you got A Nonsense Christmas by Sabrina Carpenter at number 6. Should we have a bit of Sabrina Carpenter discourse finally enter the Ccccah universe? What are you saying?
I don't have an opinion.
Oh, that's a fucking relief. 7.
Do you have an opinion?
Nah, same. Feliz Navidad is next at 7.
Good song.
Do you reckon?
No.
I reckon it's a bit. Do you know what? If anyone feels particularly affectionate for Christmas songs, they might find this quite a triggering experience. We could do Baby It's Cold Outside at number 8 by Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong.
A story I've told everyone that I've seen recently other than you.
Okay, about this song or
about
just
this song specifically?
Oh,
first of all, isn't it meant to be cancelled? I don't know if it is or it isn't.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be the whole thrust of your story.
But other than that, on my way to work, I walk through a shopping centre that, as I go to work, is shut. But
would you like to shout it out in the show notes, or
Friars Square? You can look at a very.
I really thought you were going to say no. So okay.
If you need to go to a House of Fraser that should shut down because there's nothing in it, or a H&M or a Pandora, sure, it might be sufficient. Anything else?
They've got a website to be fair, and they've got the Santa's Grotto. Have you not visited?
So the Santa's Grotto has some creepy robotic reindeer in the front of it that as I walk through at 8 o'clock in the morning are singing "Baby It's Cold Outside." And what I struggle with is, because I like to struggle, Jeff.
You do like to struggle. What's your Christmas struggle, Christopher?
Is that an appropriate song for reindeer to be singing to kids when they're coming to visit Santa?
This is wild. Yeah.
And also, I don't think they have many other songs, because when I walk back out at lunchtime, the reindeer are still going with "Baby It's Cold Outside." It's just the first time I walked past, I was kind of just a bit worried and scared, and it was just
okay.
odd.
So the nature of your fear is it's for the children. You don't think it's appropriate.
And just of all the Christmas songs the reindeer could be singing at Santa's grotto.
Yeah. Could just be carols, for fuck's sake, right?
Yeah.
And you're just...
So if you think this song's cancelled, then does the scene in Elf make you feel any different?
This is such a fun topic for a podcast. It's not cancelled for me.
Fair.
I think I've seen this. Is that fair? I feel like that's a bit of a cop out
because I've seen
skit. Maybe.
I picture Cecily Strong and someone else singing it.
Wow.
And
Cold Outside,
and it'd be very much like, I'm gonna go, and it's like, no, like that kind of
Jimmy Fallon and Cecily Strong. Jesus, can you chill out?
In the brain noggin, that one. And
that's from 2018. No, it's 2015. What year is it? Sorry. 7 years ago.
2024.
Yeah, so I would say
I take or leave this song. It's fine.
2024 is the year where everything cancelled is officially like not
uncancelled.
You know what I mean? Yeah, basically. I feel like, but I would say if you're playing in the Santa's Grotto in Friars Square, you're overcorrecting the cancellation problem. That's overcorrection.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that is I'm with you. Okay, I don't think necessarily. I can't remember the discourse. Is he basically raping her? Is that the issue?
It's just kind of like, girl wants to leave, and the guy going, no.
Okay. He's just he's being pushy. In the 50s, that was some classic cool shit, and now it's hey,
it's
now
cold. You don't want to leave, and she's like, no, I actually do. Like,
the whole song is her saying no.
Yes.
But mate, she's flirting, bro. What are we talking about?
We need to swiftly move on.
They made a song of it. If she's not flirting and not cool, listen, you're quite right. That could open some. If people actually, I'm just joking about. Listen, if people have strong feelings about it, you can reach us. We can finally get some engagement at CCC Appraisal Pod on Twitter.
Jeff scrambling. He's backtracking.
Nah, listen. I'm just. I think it's.
It's just banter away from being.
I just think it's a cute song, and they're playing with each other, and
safely.
If she was, it's like it's the whole. If lyrics aren't it. If you just read that cold off a page, then it's an issue. But in every performed version, it's a sort of.
We're moving on.
It's a growing flirtation. Okay. Fair.
Why McCartney? Why not McCartney? Why Lennon? For your Christmas song.
Great question. I feel like simply having a wonderful Christmas time is a banger. And but there's something to me where you're picking some glittery stuff, some sparkly stuff, some new stuff.
Is
something
it
to me about
it's the anthemic of the other one.
I feel like it's almost. I don't know how he does it, this lad.
Yeah.
And what have you done and all this stuff. But like, it's almost, this is a weird word, but hear me out. It's somehow like the only moral Christmas song.
Fair.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
because
Band-Aid?
Yeah, Band-Aid is way too much. This seems like a heartfelt moral song, and that now, if you want to speak about the current cancellation issue, have you seen stuff around? Do they know it's Christmas?
Maybe. Is it the Bono line?
No, it's not. It's the whole fucking song.
Really?
There's a young man, a rapper, who came out with a really eloquent argument against it, saying the way that it portrays Africans as like just perennial victims who are always in need of the white man to come save them, basically.
Wow.
It's just a weird... it's just a weird power dynamic he was explaining. And then Bob Geldof went back at him and been like, this song has literally saved millions of lives, blah, blah, blah. And in a much similar version of you changing the subject when I'm talking about Baby It's Cold Outside, I was like, and changed the article I was reading because it got pretty deep and it made me feel like I kind of get both sides and don't have too strong a feeling on either side. But to me, Happy Christmas War is over. It is both festive, but it is also like it's just got some weird moral fiber to it that other Christmas songs don't. And actually, other Christmas songs shouldn't. It's not overly prescriptive. It's not like a fucking hymn. Don't get me wrong. But it's got this tiny thing that Lennon and only Lennon could do, which is like the Imagine Lennon and I'm saying it like Lennon, the Imagine John Lennon, and like the anthemic quality of it. And War is Over if you want it. I think when he met Yoko Ono and it's like he's entering his solo period, he almost got quite obsessed with like art and like slogans, and they put up these Happy Christmas War is Over billboards all around New York and London, and just even how he turned his art and iconic worldwide global celebrity into just like, let me just fucking advertise peace and be a weirdo and sit in bed with my long beard and just nonstop talk about peace and how war should be over. Like, I'm sorry, he seemed kooky, but that's also like probably the best way you should handle being that big a celebrity. So yeah, it's my one shout for like.
So that argument against the weird cover of Paul McCartney wearing a Santa hat for Wonderful Christmas Time, kind of probably. This is the thing is, I see. I have this whole new affection for Paul McCartney.
You do. You're a big Paul McCartney guy
because
now.
I am Paul McCartney or John Lennon, and we both know that you would write the
the Happy Christmas War is over, and you would write simply having a wonderful Christmas time. I don't know. I think the best thing about getting older is you see the shades in both the Beatles and in yourselves. I think you could be a lot of Lennon, I could be a lot of McCartney too. And I just, to me, it just means a bit more. I think Paul McCartney is just, if you're gonna just say John Lennon's better, I'm definitely not. Okay. I'm just saying the classic.
I just thought I'd get a conversation point.
I'm really glad you did chime in with that, but I do just want to underline the fact that I think a lot of people, because we lost him young, like to say Lennon was better, and I think I too now have a much more deep appreciation for what Paul McCartney did. And as Bob Dylan said quite recently, he's one of the greatest songwriters we've ever had. It's just, of these two Christmas songs, this one just hits me a bit harder. We need one or two that get us in the feels, Christopher, and this one gets me in the feels.
Mention for Santa Claus to Come to Town by the Jackson 5. I'm not going to push for it to be on the list.
Dude, I could have pushed.
Could you?
I could have pushed.
What about Saw Mummy
kissing Santa Claus? We're going to get back some cancellation now. I mean, not really, but like...
Why should it be I Saw Daddy Kissing Santa Claus? Is that what you're saying?
No, it should just be let's just not cheat on each other for Christmas. No, here's my gift to you.
Santa Claus is Daddy. Do you not get
it? yes, but in all the, spoilers. Yeah. Santa Claus. Just before you get any more spoilers, Santa Claus is real, and we know that. And all the kids listening.
Sorry.
Cool. But like in the lead up, it's just, it can give you similar irksome feelings, but no, it's all cute and it's all fine. I think that one is an honorable mention, but Santa Claus is Coming to Town is an actual top 5 contender for me. Okay. I think it's just a fucking tune. To be fair, also honorable mention Jace for that song. It would be the cover by Bruce Springsteen of that song. It's so Bruce Springsteen. It's so Bruce Springsteen. But I'm just bringing it up. I'm not saying it's top 5 worthy, but it's okay. So we're looking at a top 3 so far that look like this: Christmas Time, Don't Let the Bells End by The Darkness. Are you happy with how easily that got on?
Yep. Keep going. Okay. I'm still upset that Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson ain't on there, and I hope that you come back next week after listening to that 4 times and going.
I'm gonna buy. Is it Underneath the Tree? Is it basically about making out with mistletoe? Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a banger. I don't know what Christmas Time, Don't Let the Bells End is about. Probably Christmas. I don't know.
Happy Christmas War is Over by John Lennon. And Christmas Baby, Please Come Home by Darling Love.
It's the Die Hard of Christmas songs, by the way. I think I figured out what it is.
Oh. Go on. I like these analogies, yeah?
Stay Another Day by E17.
Wow.
It's a song synonymous with Christmas.
Almost Christmassy. So true.
But it's not a Christmas song.
By E17. Jeez, that is a pull. The coats they're wearing in the video.
Yeah.
It does make you think of Christmas.
Yeah, because it was a Christmas #1, but it wasn't a
stay now.
Now, if we did a live episode that we were planning to do for this episode, then
cover it. Could have just done bare covers. Could have ended with the set with the top 5.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so I like that that's the Die Hard, but similar to last year, Die Hard's out, isn't it?
True.
Stay Another Day's out.
It's fine.
Love
it. It's not cutting it.
Not cutting it.
Now, weirdly, I do have a soft spot for... Go on. No, what you finish your sentence.
I was just going to say, I can actually...
So...
I was going to wrap up the timeout list by saying Must Be Santa by Kurt Weill is number 9, which is 2023. And do you know what that's doing?
What's that?
That is doing a riff on the 2009 version of that song by who? Bob Dylan. If we're not having a Bob Dylan song on here, that's kind of crazy, but I kind of get it. But Christopher, have you ever listened to a single song on Bob Dylan's Christmas in the Heart? Have you not?
And now I'm worried you're going to pitch it.
We're going to have to
probably
pause
around
recording.
Easter.
It's just a really funny, charming, silly, lovely album. But yeah, so Kurt Weill weirdly gets number 9 with his cover that sort of interpolates what Must Be Santa.
Yeah. Must Be Santa.
Yeah, type it in, bro. What? Oh, come on. Let's get
Do I want the Dylan version?
a bit on the podcast. What? You want the Dylan? Let's get the Dylan on here. I want you to hear. I want to have on the podcast the experience of seeing Christopher listen to "Must Be Santa" by Bob Dylan, just for like 10, 15 seconds at least. I want to see you take it in.
Nope, I've paused it. No, that's not happening. Sorry.
Why?
I don't know what was happening at the start of the song.
Was it on your computer?
Yeah.
So we couldn't hear it.
No.
Play it on your phone.
No.
Please let me see. Give me these 15 seconds and I'll let you have fucking darkness. No more arguments. Oh, this is good content right here. God dang. Oh, mate, if you do this for me.
No.
I can't remember how it starts now. How crazy is the start? Wait for him to sing. Wait for him.
Did he write
Christmas
this?
intro a sec. Wait.
Was Bob Kay in the early 2000s?
Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. It's a Christmas song written by Hal Moore and Bill Fredericks and first released in November 1960. And Bob Dylan, do you know what he does? He encyclopedically looks into songs from the past and rejigs them. And so, yeah, there's that was really fun. 10, 15 seconds for me.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Dude,
what I wish I carried on with without letting you talk, which led me to that.
Please.
Driving Home for Christmas.
A hot. But if you want an emotional one,
best impression.
I want you to start, please.
No. Driving Home for Christmas. Yeah, that's it. And then I don't know what the rest of it is.
Yeah, I mean for me that's honorable mention territory.
Okay.
Number 10 on the timeout list, and then I'm sort of going to bail on the list and figure out what we're looking at.
List. Put it in the
It's
show
not
notes.
the best list.
No, it's horrendous.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, it is horrendous. Number 10 is actually finally another good one, a golden oldie, a banger. I can't wait for your take.
I was going to bring
Christmas by Wham.
Yeah, that's territory. Is that not territory?
What territory?
Yeah.
Top 5 territory.
It's territory. It should
What territory? We can't be going on any war campaigns. What territory?
It's top 5 territory, but it's not necessarily in the top 5 yet. Like,
okay. It's in the territory.
Yeah.
It's in the area. It's in the vicinity. It's in the territory. Okay. Last Christmas, I Gave You My Heart by Wham. They made a whole movie out of the song the other year.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a downer.
The story I love is that.
Tell us a story. Tell us a story on the podcast.
George Michael was adamant he wanted the Christmas number 1. It was such a big deal in the 80s to have the Christmas number 1, and they came up with Last Christmas, thought it was going to do it, but then Band-Aid came along, and he was.
I didn't know this.
He was
okay, tell us.
Like gutted because he couldn't push for his song to be Christmas number 1 when Band-Aid was the one. Yeah, and it was so basically I think Band-Aid was Christmas number 1 and that was second, but all George Michael ever wanted was the Christmas number 1. I don't know if he ever got it or not,
George.
but I just remember it being quite a story that was like his end game because it was such a big deal back then to have. Then the pop idols,
the Christmas
and the
number 1 has died.
Ruined it, yeah.
I still remember what was my last one that I was really invested in was the Westlife.
Which one?
Westlife got a Christmas number 1 on the album where they're all blue and white on the cover. It's just their faces. Maybe I should just Westlife Christmas #1 because I don't think they had loads after that. It was Seasons in the Sun / I Have a Dream. 1999. Oh, I was barely 11, but I really was like
single.
Oh, what a double single! Jesus.
How could
lad.
Seasons in the Sun be a Christmas #1?
Bro, it doesn't make sense, but you just have to squint a bit, and it does. For me, that is now up
we both
there.
could sing that chorus pretty much off the top of our head, right?
Yeah, both of them. I don't think we should, but both of them we could. 19 on this Time Out list.
Would we have joy and would we have fun? Would we?
Yeah, of course, mate.
Have Seasons in the Sun?
Underneath the Tree is actually number 19 on the Time Out list. So do you want to take back what you said, low-key?
What do you mean? The list that we just slagged off. Yeah, because it shouldn't be 19.
But then 20? How fucked up is this? 20 is River by Joni Mitchell, which is one of my... River is one of my like really important Christmas songs that isn't like officially a Christmas song. So this list is actually, it's a dark horse, it's mercurial, it's mysterious, it's got a few great shouts on it. But as we whittle away, Christopher, would you be comfortable in saying that I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day by Wizard, as much as it's like perennial, it's too much in this, that and the Slade one almost cancel each other out? I find it great. I find those two like just such obvious ones, but it's like they're also kind of similar.
They cancel each other out so they don't get on the list.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, deal.
Stay Another Day at number 23 on this list.
Where do you think these ideas of my conversations for the last 20 minutes have come from? Get off the list.
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize.
I've also been sent a message saying wrap it up.
Oh, nice. I love it. They've got Paul McCartney way higher than John Lennon on their one, so we can feel less bad. It's not just us. Elton John had a Step Into Christmas song that I don't actually know.
It is Christmas, and then Christmas. That's how it goes.
Okay, that's not the best.
Do you not know that? No?
No.
Okay.
Blue Christmas by Elvis. Do we rate it? Do we like it? It's a good song. It's a classic song.
I'd put it on there.
Would you actually? You'd put fucking anything on there, sounds like, mate.
Looking at our list at the moment, we've got 3.
No, let's put Last Christmas by Wham. I feel like we need to respect the OGs. Do you know what?
I don't feel like this list really has the rubber stamp as last year, does it?
No, it's gonna. It's just the more, you know what I thought would happen? I thought the more OGs we got on there, the better the darkness would look, but it actually looks way worse because you've got John Lennon, Darlene Love, Wham, and fucking The Darkness. No, it's fine.
Throw Kelly Clarkson, the list is done. That's all I'm saying.
I actually can't. If it was a straight up, you decide between those two, are you picking The Darkness? Oh, do you really like this Kelly Clarkson tune?
I like it.
Why?
Because it's good.
That's the show summed up for you in 5 seconds. That's how it works here at the Ccccah. Okay, listen, we have to wrap it up. Christmas wrapping, am I right? I'm happy
Old
with...
Lang Syne by Suzanne Boyle. No.
What's your favorite carol? Mine's Silent Night. Nah, actually, that's a bummer. Hark Now Hear the Angels Sing. That's a good one.
What about Little Drummer Boy by Johnny Cash?
Little Drummer Boy, isn't that the one fucking David Bowie did with Bing Crosby, the really famous one? I'll put it in the show notes, the clip. Are you aware of the clip?
No.
Have you ever watched television? Okay. Let's just do the top 5 and say... the list I'm looking at right now is pretty good. The more we whittle, the more I hate the darkness, but I can't not have... I just did that, yeah. I wanted to see your reaction. What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like we're missing some big... People are screaming at their podcasts now.
But Christopher right now is unsure about the Jackson 5. This is crazy. I should have written the Jackson 5, not Michael Jackson. My bad.
Yeah.
What do you think's an obvious one? Is that timeout list so shit? You think we're missing loads of obvious ones? You've already done your...
I've jumped onto Apple Music looking for some sort of...
Okay. We just need to at least honourable mention.
Oh,
I guess.
Sorry.
Is that what you're
Sorry. There is one that has to be on the list.
Really? The top 5? Is it Territory or the...
Mariah Carey. All I Want for Christmas.
Oh, okay. I thought the way that we didn't discuss it when I brought it up initially was
I don't remember.
We're both co-signing.
No.
Yeah, okay. I don't really. No, I'm all right with it.
No, see, this is because myself and my other friend that I also do music with occasionally.
Yeah,
covered this a lot.
Big.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that the whole reason?
Yeah, so I have an affinity with the song.
Okay, no, if you had an affinity pre it, and that's why you covered it, I'm here to hear that. But if you just covered it, fucking on your podcast with James,
help the argument?
Yeah, but then it would be a lie, and you'll know it, and your little Christmas lying.
So
heart.
why are you not pushing for? So why Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Jackson 5 and not Bruce Springsteen for you?
Because Bruce Springsteen did a really fun cover of it, but Christmas is the Jackson 5 song, 100%.
What about I'm very happy with Home Alone Puppets song?
Home Alone Puppets?
So in the first Home Alone movie, the rocking around the Christmas tree scene, is that not?
Great song. It can be honorable mention for me. I could have got a Bublé in there, but I think as you've seen, the more we whittling, it becomes really tricky. I could have done a White Christmas, Bing Crosby, but again, I'm happy with that being honorable mention. Like, these are ones that you know are good and make you feel Christmassy without being like your favorites. We're trying to make this top 5 a list where we walk away and say the whole podcast has agreed on this. If we have a podcast Christmas party, which we're going to have next week, of course, these are the 5 we're playing on repeat, and everyone's
So we need to get this
5-1
now. Is that what you're saying? We've got the 5.
We do, I feel like I'm just trying to double, triple check any lists to see if there's. No, I've just looked at the 100 greatest Christmas songs ever playlist by Ccccah, and nothing has actually jumped off. I'm actually kind of.
You know,
I'm very happy with 4 of these top 5. Yeah, exactly. You got the Pogues out. I got Mariah Carey out. So those. To be fair, those are 2 of the fucking Titan cliches of Christmas top song lists.
Fine. Okay, so.
Okay.
What's
do
one?
I? Oh, in terms of the number one-ofness of it, well, I think number 1, I'd be happy for one that I feel like we both land very in the middle on. And to be fair, I don't know any of her work besides this one song, so it must be an icon. It must be an iconic Christmas song, right? If that's all you're known for, as opposed to all the other artists have lots of other stuff they're famous for. Would you be okay with that?
I'd be happy with that.
Okay, can you help me with a maybe number 2 shout?
Unless.
Yeah, go on.
Lennon?
For number 1?
For
2? 2 I'm happy with, yeah. 2 I'm happy with Lennon.
So I would say Darlene, Lennon, Darkness, Wham, Jackson 5.
Wow.
And I feel like we've just agreed it.
I mean, we kind of have. I'm gonna go away.
Create the playlist on Spotify. People can find it.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm also gonna listen to the Darkness song in this way of you better be as good as he's saying. I'm gonna be begrudgingly.
Is that
this
before
is
or
your
after
last
you
chance?
watch Hot Frosty?
It's somewhere in the. It's going to be in the middle. I'll take a break, listen to the song, go back to the last question. This is your last chance because I feel like you've represented the new generation, the Gen Zers, the fucking TikTokers, getting your fucking Darkness on there, which is just a slightly more recent song. Are you sure on their behalf you don't want Kelly Clarkson? This is your last chance to do it. You're sticking with the Darkness. Do you stick or twist? Stick, all right, fine. 4 is Last Christmas by Wham, and then you have positioned the Jackson 5 at number 5.
Or swap it out for Kelly Clarkson, but that doesn't seem to be an option.
You would swap out the Jackson 5 for Kelly Clarkson.
You don't get that song, man. You need to listen to that song more. I'm just saying.
To be fair, it's not that I don't get it. I think you refrained from Must Be Santa. I refrained from Kelly Clarkson. Yeah. I just don't know it yet. To be fair, with our movie rule,
we'll come back next year, but we won't come back next year.
We'll come back at some point. I was gonna try and squirm out of the Darkness for a minute, but then once you played it, I was like, no, I fucking know this song. So fair enough to you. We've done it. We've got a Christmas playlist. It's controversial this year, I will say, compared to last year. Last year it was just controversial for other people. This year it's controversial for us and each other. So we're just gonna have to, like we all are doing this Christmas season, ladies and gentlemen, we're just gonna have to have our resentments simmer, but keep them under the surface and maintain a surface level of some modicum of affection and love, so we can get through this time together and in each other's company, even though deep down resentment brews. That's the meaning of Christmas, right, Christopher?
100%.
But still, with all that said, I love you a lot, buddy. It's been another fun year doing this podcast. It's been another fun Christmas special. It's absolutely ridiculous the kinds of things sometimes we're trying to stretch out for an hour, and then on other occasions it's absolutely ridiculous. The kinds of things we're trying to squeeze into an hour.
Yeah, next time we need to allow much longer.
Maybe the cultural content consumption appraisal hour grows and becomes even bigger and better in the new year. But for now, this is the end. This is the bit where I say goodbye and he says take care. So goodbye.
And take care. And Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas.